Hi everyone, Jesse here with etrailer. Today we'll be taking a look at and I'll show you how to install the Roadmaster Charge Line Kit for motorhomes on our 2011 Thor Serrano. When looking to set up your vehicle for flat towing, you'll really have 5 main components that you need to focus on, starting with our base plate. That's going to be the physical piece that attaches to the towed vehicle that allows you to connect to your motorhome through the second main component, which is the tow bar. That's the physical link between the two. Then we have our diode wiring that's going to keep you safe and legal out there on the road by allowing your motorhome to send a signal to the towed vehicle's taillights to allow other drivers to know when you're turning or stopping or to see you at night with your taillights. Then we have our braking system that's going to be necessary to allow you to come to a safe stop and not only rely on your motorhome's brakes, but also use your towed vehicle's brakes to help out. Then we have our safety cables here. These are just here as a last line of defense in case of a catastrophic failure or catastrophic disconnect. These are going to help you everything stay cradled and help you come to a nice safe stop. The Charge Line Kit is going to allow you to charge the towed vehicle's battery by using the motorhome's battery. That way when you show up to the campsite and you're ready to drive around in your towed vehicle, you don't have to worry about jump starting or having a dead battery at all. The Charge Line is just one of those things that's pretty simple to add on, but will also save a lot of headaches down the road by charging your vehicle's battery. You don't have to worry about if you're on a long trip, you don't have to start up the towed vehicle every once in a while to keep that battery charged. One thing to keep in mind is that when you're installing the motorhome side, you will also have to buy the vehicle side kit, and they both install essentially the same way. As for that installation, it's a pretty simple process. You're just tying in a wire to your 7-way here. The only downside is you will have to crawl under your motorhome and get that wire ran up to the front. So if it's not something that you're looking to do yourself, maybe you just don't have the time or the space, feel free to check out our dealer locator. If you are looking to install this yourself, then follow along and I'll walk you through the process. Also, if you have experience with this Charge Line Kit and you just want to share your opinion, please feel free to leave a review or a comment. To begin our installation, we'll start with our red wire. I've stripped it back. We'll need to connect it to our 7-way. Yours may be different than ours. You may be just plugging straight into the back of your 7-way. But ours already has wires coming out of it, so I'll just simply crimp this in with a butt connector. Once it's crimped in, what we'll do next is start running our wire towards our battery. So we ran our power wire from the back of the RV up here. I'd recommend just following some factory wiring harnesses and zip tying it to them. But once we get here, we're ready to mount our circuit breaker. I'm going to use the included self-tapper screws, attach it there. Just want to make sure that you'll be able to reach our power wire, and then once we cut that, our copper post will need to go to the battery. Just make sure you have enough wire to reach it, but I'll get this installed now. So I connected the end that we ran back to our silver post, just using a 3/8 socket. Now our other piece, I just cut out some of the red wire that we had and crimped on one of our small ring terminals in our kit and one of our large terminals on the other side. The small side will go on our copper post on our circuit breaker. And then the larger ring terminal will go to our battery here. Ours happens to use a 15 millimeter nut, but I'll just take that nut off, slide our terminal over that stud and tighten it back down. Now that we have everything hooked up, to test it, we'll just run the motorhome and test for 12 volts at our 7-way with a multimeter. But other than that, that's going to do it for our look at and installation of the Roadmaster Charge Line Kit on our 2011 Thor Serrano.